Hey everybody, Netflix and chill. Let's see what we got here. So this is a 5-year chart. You had a high of 711.33 over here. So we'll take our set that up there. I like to give my new highs a white bar. 711.33. Let's change that to what it shows over there. Alright. 711.33, new high. This is a 5-year chart, by the way. We can see where it sold off right here at around $600 and something, dropped down to about $162 and took back off, and you can see it, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back. So we can see the pullbacks, which are about the same distance each time, which is always a good indicator of what to look for in the future. Oops. I'm going to duplicate it, but I want to do something else with it too. I want to make it thicker. And let's duplicate that one. Alright, so we'll take one, stick it here. Take one, oops. Activate it, take one, stick it here, and that one, I'm going to take it, oops, activate it, take it, and make it a little bigger so we can see it. Alright, so we see the pullbacks, right? They all seem to be the same distance. Which is amazing. So we got that, and then we got our push-ups. Now this one was pretty long here. And we got that gap up right there. And that is a kind of a warning sign there, in my opinion, because gaps usually need to be refilled. They usually want to come back and fill those gaps. So I like to think of it as a warning sign, as a potential sell signal. Doesn't always happen, but still need to be aware that that's there and that it could come back to haunt you in the future. Gap here, you can see this one here, they came back and filled it before they went higher. But this one they haven't filled yet. It came down and started to fill it, and they changed their mind, took off again, and back up. So this gap, either they might want to come back and fill it, or they might not. This huge gap back here, you can see where it dropped down to here, came up, went down, and then gapped again here. I mean, there's two huge gaps there, So you gotta remember, these things do exist, and they do have to be reconciled. And they actually, what the heck did I do there? Let me remove that. It actually went down. Oops. Sorry, my fingers, happy fingers. Alright, so you got all this madness in here. You got a lot of stuff going on with Netflix. All these gaps going on, but here they filled them, So actually, don't really need that anymore. Here it got filled because it went down here and went back up. So they gapped down, but then they went back and filled them back, going up. Now this one here going up, they haven't refilled. So I'm going to remove this drawing, and I'm going to remove this drawing. And they were just illustrations for you. Just remember those gaps. When you see those windows open, they have to be closed. They normally want to be closed, but they don't always have to be closed. This one got closed, so I'm going to get rid of it too, because it's just makes too much stuff on your chart. You don't really need all that stuff on your chart. So let's get down to, let's see, that's our 5-year. We can see where our resistance area is here. We got a resistance area here. All these touches here, I'm going to call resistance areas, which will be support in the future. But right now they're resistance. Right now they're support areas. If we fall below them, then they're going to become, of course, resistance. Right now, those are some support areas, but you came back down here, retested that support area, and went back up. Which, we could drop this down a little bit lower into here and make it a little stronger support, especially when we gapped down in here also. So we know that is a strong area in here. So let's put it about right there for now. And if something in the future changes that, then we'll fix it, right? Nothing's set in stone when it comes to the stock market. We do know that there are times when it will just jump through whatever your support area is. All right, let's take this 5-year and make it 1 year. So we're going from 5 to 1 year in a day. All right, so we can see our pullbacks and our moves forwards. And so it looks like we're starting another pullback. We got our 200-day support coming up. We've fallen below our 9. We got our 20 getting over the top of us. And if we go lower, it's going to run a roll over and go down also. Then we got our 50, which is acting as support at the moment. You can see that red bar there bounced off the 50 and used it as a support spring. And so we have to see if that's going to hold, and if these two are going to continue to put pressure on it and force it down. So we got our 200 coming up. We got our support here at $579 on NFLX. So I'm thinking, we tested it once going up and twice going up, and then we went through it. So we tested it as a resistance area, which it only tested it 3 or 4 times. Then it went through, and we never really had a retest of support of it. Down here got close to retest the support area. So I imagine we need to come back and retest this as a support area again and make sure that there are still buyers in this area. Most likely they're going to be down here in this area at 554. I see them coming down and retesting that, or in this zone. It may just be a zone in here that we might have to contend with. Of course, if we get a break below that to close this window that we left open, then we're looking at 492.79 on NFLX. And then, of course, this consolidation here and this where it took off. So that would be like another support area there, and then you got that consolidation there. So we could get as low as give that a 3, since we don't know for sure if it's going to be as strong as these this resistance area here. And so we could come down as far as $444. I have a feeling we want to close this window because of the market right now really is not looking as strong as it was earlier this year with the NVIDIA trades pushing everything up. And we have the indecision of what's going on right now with the who's going to be president. And of course with the wars going on overseas. So there's a lot of, a lot of fear out there right now. So we may get this sell-off again that we missed. Bring us back down into here. And this distance to push up, these two are almost the same here. Let's see if we can grab those. This one and this one. Help me out now. This one. This one here didn't quite make it. So that kind of makes me think that maybe we're going to start our reversal here. But the question is, or maybe, you never know, maybe the feds come in and do their thing that they were talking about doing. Maybe Netflix is going to hold out a little bit longer and the feds come in and do their thing before we retest this area. And we get a retest down here, right? And we get this again, possibly, right? And then we get another one of these. And change our expansion again. Actually, if I put the 5-year back up, let's see. Back to 5. I'm gonna do 2. That's a treatise. It doesn't quite give us what we're looking for. We can change our expansion. Make it a 2. So we get another one of these. Oh, we got that already. Another one of these. And that could be the future there. Of course, that would go there, somewhere around there. I think we're going to retest this 579, but we'll see. But anyway, that's, the future prediction. And that'll put us sometime in, around April of 2025. We're looking at about $800 a share on Netflix. Is it written in stone? Of course not, because right now everything is pretty much not moving very much. Not much money coming into the market at the moment. I think a lot of people are on the sidelines waiting to see what happened with the election, and even the Fed's rate hikes, or actually they're actually supposed to be reducing, or I forget the term they're using, but they're going to lower the interest rates. So we'll see what happens there. You know, they mentioned the first interest rate lowering, and everybody, you know, we're talking about how the market should go higher, and what did it do? Everything starts selling off. So, you know, the okie doke is what they did on this, you know. So you got to be careful with them. If they're talking about it's going to be going up, be looking for it to go down. If they're talking about it's going down, be looking for it to go up. My opinion. The truth is that the markets are not predictable. The only thing you can do is predict what you think it's gonna do and act accordingly. Of course, it's not, you know, I'm not telling you what to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just saying what how I see things working in the market and how I trade them. But yep, that's it on Netflix. I think Netflix is gonna probably retest this lower area here. It's 579, and then maybe we'll get a bounce back up and start taking off, depending on what happens towards the end of the year, because that should put us around November or so. You know, by the time we finish messing around and heading back down and getting back up, you know, November should be here, and we'll know where we're going from there. Me personally, I'm a Netflix subscriber, and I'll probably be until, you know, I can't subscribe to anything else anymore. So they're gonna continue to get my buck. So that's it on Netflix. Good luck out there. Thanks. Bye.